Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence, these guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And that's caught one more time by Bull. Connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throw the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 17 yards out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, Offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match Super Bowl, saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taylor now returning it. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first. Now it's Burrow.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete.
Getting in there and knocking that pass down was Ernest Jones.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talked to him and the coaches. They felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2 minutes.
They'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Touchdown, Bengals.
It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow.
And the Bengals are in for 6.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
14-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that goes for a gain of 31.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Sample, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Stafford on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for the Bengals. An even 50 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain.
Here we go. Ready?
Here's Burrow. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He finds Robinson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 45 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. McPherson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Those are the kind of coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taylor now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
McPherson on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly they get to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the air again, Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got Hurst as tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now Allen.
It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing again is Stafford. And that'll be caught by Kupp. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
And I believe that you saw this coming early, identified it right in the beginning of the game, and it played out that way.
Well, and it did, and for this team, just a lot of confidence coming away from this one.
Confidence for them. For the other team, though, boy, what a dismal, dismal day.